Hello everyone, this video is for standard 7. In the previous video for standard 7, we had solved exercise 3a. We had converted decimals into simplest form. We had converted decimals into mixed number fractions. We had converted fractions into decimals. We had arranged the decimals in ascending and descending order. We had converted the decimal into like decimals. And a few more questions were there. And now in this chapter, we have to move forward. We have to add and subtract the decimals, okay? For addition and subtraction, you have to use very simple formula. A very simple rule, you can say. This rule is mentioned here in this slide. Let's begin. To add, first you have to add. So to add, you have to, let's read the first step. Convert the given decimals into like decimals. This is the first thing you have to do. Like decimals, you have known key how to convert decimals into like decimals. You just have to put 0 added rightmost place, okay? And there must be equal number of decimal places, decimal digits in all the numbers, okay? And then write the addends. Just notice I'm reading this second step. Write the addends one under the other in column form, keeping the decimal points of all the addends in the same column and the digits of the same place in the same column, okay? It means that if you have some number and you are familiar with the place value also in the decimals as well as in integral parts also, so you have to keep this in your mind that you have to keep the digits of the same places in same column, okay? It will be clear, it will be more clear while solving the examples. Add as in the case of whole numbers. In the sum, put the decimal point directly under the decimal point in the addends. So this is very simple. Just let's read it. Yes, we have to add 36.4, 273.06, 9.397 and 68. You have to add all these numbers. Let's see how we'll add. So the first step in this was to convert the decimals into like decimals. So here it is converted. In the first decimal, there is one digit in decimal part. In the second, there is two digits in decimal. And the third number you can say, there is 3 digits in the decimal part. And in the last one, that is 68, there is no digit in the decimal part. So we just have to maintain same number of digits in the decimal part in all the numbers. As it has a maximum number of digits in the third number, that is 397. So there must be 3 digits in all the numbers. So to have that digit, we just add 0, okay? Nothing else, like it has been done here. 36.4800, 273.060, 9.397. It has not been altered as it has 3 digits already, and the last one is just zeros have been added, okay? Let's see the next slide. And in this slide, we have put the same number of digits in same column. Decimal is put under the decimal column, and it has been added. It is very simple addition rule you have to follow, and the answer will be gotten. If it is carry, you take carry. Let's move to the next, that is subtraction of decimals. Same rule you have to follow. You have to first convert them into like term. Yes, you have to convert them into like decimals, and then what you have to do, you have to write the smaller number under the larger. Yes, this one, the big difference is there, that as it is subtraction, so you need to write smaller number below the greater number. So you have to write larger number above and smaller number below, fine? And same place digits must be written in same column, decimal under the decimal. Using this, you can solve the subtraction also. This is very simple. Let's see the example number 2. Subtract 47.56 from 83.2, and now you can simply tell very easily that 83.2 is greater than 47.56, because we have compared a few decimals in the previous chapter, that is 3. So 83 is greater than 47. Integral part is also is only denoting that it is greater. So we don't need to compare the decimal parts. Chalo. So the greater number is written above the smaller number here, and it is subtracted. Same number of same place digits are kept in same column. Decimals under the decimal, and the difference is gotten. Fine. Let's move to the next question. That is example number 3. This question involves addition and subtraction both, and using the BODMAS. BODMAS has been introduced to you bod mass. It is very simple. First bracket, then of, then division, then multiplication, then addition, and at last subtraction. If the question contains addition and subtraction both, we need to prioritize addition and then we'll solve subtraction. See, now this question contains these two. So the positive numbers would be written together and negatives would be together added. Okay. See this question, this one. It has already been converted into like decimals. Here there are two digits in each decimal. In the decimal part, just see, um here we need to write the same signed numbers together. Same signed, when we say same signed, it we mean that positive numbers will be written together and negative numbers will be written together, and they will be added. Means positive added with positive, negative added with negative, and at last when we have added both the same, both signed numbers, that is positive and negatives both, then we need to find the difference. Chalo, let's do. It has been done here. 6 3. What is the positive number here? This one is positive and this one is positive, and these two are the negative numbers. Taken. I'm writing, I'm denoting here. This is positive, this is negative, this is positive, and this is negative. Okay. Keeping this in mind, we have written the positives together. This and this. 63 76 has been written together, and then 28 37. I'm not telling the decimal part. Please try to understand it yourself. Written together. The sum has been found here, and at last we have to find the difference. That we know how to do. We just have to write the same place digits in the same column. There's a decimal under decimal and find the difference. That is very simple using the BODMAS rule. Don't forget the BODMAS rule. Now, next example says, how much less is 28.8 than 42.3 kilometer? How much less? It simply means we have to find the difference. Okay. So the greater number is what? 42.3. Okay. So we write above this 28.8 below and find the difference, as they are like decimals, because 28.8 and 42.3 both contain one digit in the decimal part. So it's very simple. You can simply do it. Let's move to the next question. That is example number 5. Shama bought 4 kg. Shama bought this question. Shama bought 4 kg of 4 kg 350 gram potato, 3 kg 80 gram tomato, and some onion. If the total weight of the 3 vegetables is 10 kg 200 gram, what is the weight of onions? This is very simple. The total weight of all the vegetables is what? This one. Always remember, you have to convert into like decimals. Whenever you are doing addition, subtraction, anything, you have to convert it into like decimals. Then only you have to move forward. Okay? Chalo. So it has been converted into like decimal, and also remember, you have to convert them into kgs. You have to you can keep them in grams also. This is not very difficult thing. You just put kg on one column and gram on another, then also you can do it. Or you can just convert them into kgs. Means 10 kg 200 gram can be converted into kgs, and it would be 10.200. Okay. Digits after the decimal are read individually. Okay. Decimal digits, digits of decimal part are read individually, like 200. You cannot read it as 10.200. No, it is absolutely wrong. You have to read it individually. 10.200 and here 4.350, 3.080. In this way you have to read. So let's solve the question. It has already been solved. I'm just explaining this. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes. First we find the total weight of vegetables which are given. That is the weight of potatoes and the weight of tomatoes. And then this total weight would be subtracted from 10 kg 200 grams, which is the weight of all the vegetables including onion. So after finding the sum of these two vegetables, okay, here it has been done. You can also do in the same way. You can do the rough of any question on the right side of your copy. Okay. So the sum of these two, that is 4.350 and 3.080, has been found first, and then it is subtracted from the total vegetable, that is 10.200 grams or 10.200 kg. Okay, you can simply see, you can do this also. in this way, kg grams. See, this solution is here, 4 kg. And always remember, you have to mention these um, words. Okay, weight of potato, weight of tomato, weight of onion. In this way you have to use some sentences now because you're growing. Okay, chalo. 3500 and then 3.0 80 gram, no, this is. So we need to write it here. Remember, here would be 0 because it is just 80 grams, not 800 grams. If you write, suppose if you write 80 here, then it would mean that it is 800 because we can write 0, one more 0 here. So we should not be confused with this. We have to write, if the gram portion is just 2 digit, and we need to start from right. Okay, so just 80 here. Find the sum, and whatever comes here, this is, remember, this is question mark. Okay, that would be subtracted from 10.200. Okay, whatever is obtained by the sum. Fine, the sum would be, it is written there, 7.430. 7.430. Okay, so in this way you have to solve this. The examples are solved. Now in the next video we're going to solve the exercise. Okay, thank you everyone.